Femi Bakare, Nigerian professional boxing coach. Thank you so much, Femi, for joining me on the show today.
Yeah, thanks for having me as always. It's good to see you on this morning.
Yes, it's good. It's good to have this conversation with you, for someone who has been there, done that. And I heard that when Anthony Joshua was in Nigeria, all through his stay in Nigeria, he paired with you. That's a great one to hear.
No. Yeah, actually, when he came to Nigeria, I happened to be, as a boxing coach, I happened to train him. And a great guy, awesome guy, humble, and he's a professional to the core.
Professional.
So I can tell you, he has everything. He has got everything he needs to win the match.
Okay, a lot of boxing fans feel, come on, a YouTuber for Anthony Joshua. How did you feel about this matchup, especially when Jake Paul's previous opponent was not in the talks anymore?
It's quite surprising when I saw the news, because initially everybody was expecting Tank, that's Davis Jabonta, to face Jake Paul. But when I heard the news that it's going to be Anthony Joshua, it's quite surprising. And I said Jake Paul is going to be in for it. Yeah, that's the right word. He's in for it, and it's not going to be. It's not going to be easy. This is the real test.
Okay, Anthony Joshua has already said he would break his face, he would break his bones, and we're already hearing those threats already. But in the face-off, Femi, I saw an intense one, but it was a controlled face-off between Anthony Joshua and Jake Paul. Now, from you as a boxing expert, from your perspective, what really stood out to you the most in that body language between Anthony Joshua and Jake Paul in that face-off?
Firstly, we have to look at the weight category. There are different weight category, and weight matters in boxing. Weight matters in boxing, and I'm sorry to say, and this is honest truth. Jake Paul for me is not a boxer. He's just a YouTuber and influencer, and I came through the back door into the sport of boxing. And for me, I don't really count him as a boxer, because boxing is all about, it's a game of pride, it's a game of honor, and that's what boxing is all about.
But we've seen him a couple of times. We've seen him a couple of times go up against boxers, professional boxers. And have you seen any shortcoming, any shortfall from his performance? Because he has been getting the offers to fight professional boxers. If he's not that good, he will not be pulling big boxers to come against him.
For me, I would rather count this as more or less like an exhibition thing, because if Jake Paul is a true boxer, he will have started through the normal route of becoming a professional boxer. But through the influence, through the YouTubing, or whatever, for me, I won't count him as a boxer. Yeah, I think it's more of a money making. What's it called? Another money-making strategy kind of for him. Yeah, he's making money and he's making influence, but for me, he's not a true boxer. And for the kind of boxers he has been fighting, I think it started with Oleksandr Usyk, that was his first fighter, and he fought Mike Tyson, retired Mike Tyson. I think Mike Tyson should be close to 60 now, in his 50, close to 60. So that's not a true test for a boxer. Boxing is all about competition, and for Joshua, he has been there, he has done that, he has been through the high and lows of boxing. So it's not a match for him. I've trained with Joshua as a coach, and I've tested the power of his punches. It can be disastrous. I don't see Jake Paul lasting this fight.
Okay.
Let's bet it 3 rounds is enough for him to be knocked down, to kiss the canvas.
All right. Did you mention the weight category? I'm interested in that conversation.
Yes.
Without the weight category, I already know that height is a problem here, because Anthony Joshua is way taller than Jake Paul, and he's rich. Of course, he would have a reach advantage than Jake Paul. So tell me, walk me through what you see in that weight category, the difference in the weight category between Jake Paul and Anthony Joshua.
Anthony Joshua is a natural heavyweighter, And Jake Paul is I think is between the lightweight and cruiserweight category.
So would that work in his favor, or would that work at his disadvantage? Is it going to work in his favor?
It's a disadvantage for Jake Paul.
Okay.
And the fact that it's a great disadvantage for Jake Paul, because if Anthony should be receiving Jake Paul punches, it won't be effective as Anthony Joshua punching back to Jake Paul in the other way around. So it's going to be sorry, I don't want to use the word disastrous one, because it's good.
Okay,
I hope he survives this match.
Okay. Many fans still see this matchup as improbable. In your view, what does Jake Paul what does he bring to the heavyweight bout of this magnitude? And where are his biggest vulnerabilities? Where do you think Anthony Joshua is going to capitalize on against Jake Paul? And what does he bring? Because sure, he brings something to the four squared rope. And against Joshua, he's likely to bring a big surprise.
Yeah, I know. I've seen him train. I'm talking about Jake Paul. I've seen him train in the gym, but experience matters in boxing. Experience, time you've spent in the gym so far so good. Matters in boxing. So for me, I think Jake Paul is outbred. It came through the back door, like I always say, and I won't count him as a real boxer, a real contender. Yeah, but I don't see him pulling any surprises at all. I don't see him pulling any surprises at all. Yeah, but for Anthony Joshua, he's got nothing to prove, because he has the reach advantage, the weight advantage, and he's a former heavyweight champion of the world. To be in that category, he has been there, seen that, done that. So for Jake Paul, he has a lot to do, and he has a lot to do to convince people that he's a contender, kind of.
Okay.
That's how I'm going to put it.
All right. There was a big surprise in Anthony Joshua's statement there at that face-off. Yeah. Anthony Joshua revealed that he's preparing under Oleksandr Usyk's team. That was a big surprise for me, because it's really interesting considering their history. They both have been challengers before. How do you think this coaching influence could reshape Anthony Joshua's style? I'm looking ahead after this bout. Yeah. How do you think this could reshape him? Because we've been saying he needs to let go of his camp. He needs to just disband every single person, let go of every single person in his camp. But right now he's training under Oleksandr Usyk's team. That's really, really impressive for me. And going forward, it might really help him, because whatever Usyk is doing, boxers need to learn what is that secret. So how did that news come to you, and what do you think that would help do to his career going forward as a boxer? Because at the time, a lot of people were saying, retire, just retire. You don't have anything to offer anymore. But now he's training on the Usyk's team. Tell me what that would pan for him.
Firstly, it's important to understand that in boxing, it's important to learn, unlearn, and relearn. And that's what boxing is all about. If you want to become a champion, if you want to maintain, sustain that championship level, so you have to unlearn, learn, relearn, and learn, unlearn, and relearn. So, and also going to the camp of Usyk, I think is the best thing he has done, because Usyk is the best heavyweight champion out there, and nobody can take that from him.
No doubt.
And for Anthony Joshua to humble himself and go to his former opponent's camp, I think he has done so well, because Anthony Joshua, is kind of fight style is a little bit rigid. Then Usyk is a technical boxer. He has flair, and more footwork, and the ring IQ is there for Usyk. Usyk has it, and for AJ going there, I think he has done so well. You'll be seeing more of AJ, maximizing the ring IQ, the ring generalship, if they can so much learn from the Usyk camp. So for people saying Anthony Joshua should retire, I think Anthony Joshua still have a lot of fight inside him. Maybe 5 or 6 before he retires.
Okay.
He hangs the glove.
All right, to do that count, down for Anthony Joshua, but great news that he is training on the Oleksandr Usyk's training team.
Yeah.
That's a great news. For me, personally, I was really happy to hear him say that, reveal that to the world. And we cannot wait to see how this fight will turn out. Are you saying a knockout? You said to not go past 3 rounds. Are you saying a knockout in the first second?
If Anthony Joshua should last 6 rounds with Jake Paul is an insult to boxing, to the world of boxing. I'm talking about honor and pride of boxing. But in 3 rounds, Anthony Joshua should
get the job done.
Should get the job done.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much. Femi Bakare, thank you so much for joining us on the show. And we're waiting for that bout. We're hoping to have you back so you can come, maybe gloat over the knockout, because I know I'll be seeing a knockout. Thank you so much,
Yeah,
Femi.
definitely. Thank you so much.
All right.
Have a good day.
A pleasure talking to you there. All right, we can't wait to see what that bout will turn out to be, but I'm very sure that money would flow